Alright guys, welcome back. CFP here, and this is Survival Living. So today's video is a real quick hit on some headline news for you guys that I tried to cover last night, but our storm that we're dealing with kept knocking me offline. Alright, so first up, I want to bring your attention to this article right here. It should be popping up somewhere on the screen for you. FedEx asks FAA permission to add anti-missile system to some cargo planes. Now, I know, right? When I first saw this article, I was like, holy crap, why do we need anti-missile systems on FedEx? Well, they made reference to a plane that was owned operated by DHL, delivery service, that got shot at in Baghdad. Okay, so maybe they're talking about having this, weapon system, defense system on their planes if they're abroad. All right, but why not just manufacture those type of planes and keep them overseas? FAA operates in the United States, not in Baghdad, so they're having to ask permission to modify some planes and put this system on. It's a laser system is what it is. It's just to target and knock down any incoming type of missile threat. But I mean, if they want to do that for overseas, FAA doesn't run that stuff in Baghdad or anywhere else over there. This is from the United States as far as my knowledge goes on this. And I apologize for the chickens back there. I had to take shelter in one of our outdoor sheds because that windstorm we got is really bad. So, made me start thinking about that. I mean, why would you need that? I know as a prepper and a conspiracy theorist, I have my own ideas why I would need that. But let's go ahead and backtrack a little bit. This is not brand new news, even though the article is. They actually filed for this missile defense on their planes back in 2019, I believe it was. So they've had the ball rolling for a while. It's just now it's really publicly known as of 2 days ago, I think it was. The article was actually put out. Makes you wonder about it, though. So the next couple of things I want to talk about today is actually information I got from Marfooglenews. I believe it was yesterday. It came out with a small 17-minute video, I believe it was, covering some of this stuff. And the good thing about Adam there, Marfooglenews, they always give you articles that you can follow up and do more research into it. So taking some of the news that he covered on that. One, China is shutting down flights coming in to China. Now, when I first heard about this, I had to dig around on it. And it looks like it's mostly flights coming from the United States going to China. They're stopping them. Now, the article and narrative that they're spinning on this, mainstream of course, is that China's trying to fight that thing. And that's the reason why. I call BS. But, that's the narrative they're pushing. The reason I call it BS is because, like Marfoogle TV has discussed before, Marfooglenews, they broke these stories a long time before mainstream picked it up, is that they've already closed down their English-speaking schools. They're shutting things down there, where English is not really what they want there, as far as Americans. So you can kind of read between the lines on this stuff, kind of figure it out yourself. Also, with China, their ports, shutting down those ports again. And we're also dealing with contractor issues as far as getting rare earth minerals from China. Some contractors are being fined and also said you gotta find other ways. It seems like we're pulling away. They're pulling away from us, we're pulling away from them. Usually that means the begin of some type of conflict. Alright? Now, we've already discussed on this channel about China and Taiwan. I've seen the arguments, well, China this, Taiwan that, let them do their own thing, blah, blah, blah. The fact is, when we join an alliance with other countries, we are there to help support them. They are there to help support us. That's what an alliance is. Taiwan broke away. They wanted to be their own country. They got their own diplomacy. They've got their own stuff. China says no. Well, as of right now, well, actually it's been a couple months now. I believe it's back in September. Taiwan's been building mine layers, all right, ship mine layers to put water mines in the ocean. As a matter of fact, there should be an article there for you. They are in the process of putting sea mines all in the South China Sea. Now, their belief is that they're going to be able to stop China's Navy with this. Personally think they might do a little bit of damage. I don't think they're going to be able to do as much damage as they think. But as far as mines themselves, you know, it's a good shot, at least to try to do something. But it brings back to the uptake on, they think something's fixing to happen, and they're pushing hard. I mean, they're freaking putting mines in the South China Sea. So for those that go and say, oh, nothing's going to happen, well, apparently these countries think something's fixing to happen. That's why they're planning like crazy, and they're preparing, and they're actually putting mines in the ocean right now. That tells me something's fixing to happen. And now for Ukraine. Russia and Ukraine. I've seen the arguments here on this channel. Russia owns Ukraine. Ukraine's a part of Russia. No, Ukraine broke away from Russia. They want their own sovereign country. They've been that way for a good minute now. So, if they want to have their own independence thing, we're always talking about how we want our own independent stuff. Why can't another country do it either? I've seen the arguments, well, that's all part of Joe Biden and Hunter. No, them having their own country wasn't Joe Biden. Okay? He didn't create their own country. I mean, you really think that bumbling idiot that falls down a set of stairs created Ukraine as their own country? Come on, get your head out of your ass. Alright, so moving forward. Russia and Ukraine. Russia has over 100,000 troops. I believe the number's close to 200,000 now, sitting on the border. Now again, we covered this, I believe it was last year when they ran their drills and they got right there on the border, and we all thought, man, they're fixing to do something here. And then they backed away. But they left infrastructure built. They left all this equipment there, and now they're back. What people are worried about right now is because we saw the false Freddy article that we even ran a story on, that Russia was caught planning this. And there should be a link up in the description, guys, on that article there. Now, a little thought process here. When we say the U.S. found evidence of Russia planning a false Freddy, how do we know it's not a CIA operative thing that starts one and blames Russia for the Ukraine war and we were involved? I'm not saying we are. I'm just throwing some scenarios out there for you guys. I do think it's very interesting that just a few days ago, Ukraine got nailed by a cyber attack. We covered that 2 days ago, I believe it was. So now they're pushing that Russia, you know, they suspect Russia behind it. I don't know. The fact is, guys, we only get so much information. We got to look at it. So they want us to look at it and say Russia was planning a false Freddy. Now they're saying that the cyber attack can be linked to Russia, quite possibly. I don't know. You know how narratives go. This is just the information that's out there. I don't care who pops off and starts the stuff. I just know something's fixing to happen. This is why I tell everybody, get food put back. Even if a war started over there, we're going to feel it here. Alright? When World War II happened, rationing happened here. Fuel, food, clothing. It affects everybody. The global economy right now is in the crapper. They can thank the Dr. Water Faucet for that one. So if we had a global war right now, and most wars start over resources, it makes you think, huh? So anyway, guys, keep putting food back. Have ways of purification of water. Sure. Have defense in your home. Absolutely. There's all kind of things with prepping. I mean, we pride ourselves on, we've been here for nearly 3 years. We've got over 800 videos about preparedness. We've covered everything from growing a garden, growing seed, stockpiling food, solar, wind turbines, you name it, we've been covering it. Go check out our playlist, guys. If you got a question about something, you want to know if I did a video about it, leave a comment. I'll find the video for you because I pretty much know what all I've covered, and I'll link it up for you so you can actually watch something on that. Alright guys, so the chickens are my brother's chickens. They're pretty cool little chickens. Hold on a second, let me bring you in. So, my brother's got a nice little setup here. He's getting these chickens grown up so he can actually be raising them outdoors. But right now, they're doing pretty good. Sorry about the red light, guys. Oh, yeah, cute little buggers right there.